Good evening. Happy Monday. Welcome to Creations by Gwili. I am Gwili. Ed's behind the camera to catch your comments tonight and any questions that you might have. We're going to make sure we can pull it up on Facebook to make sure we're live, and then we'll get started. Let's see. Yeah, I believe there we are. Good evening. Let me turn it down. So we're going to give it a second to let a few people hop on tonight. This is going to be a fairly quick project. It's not going to take very long. And let's see, we will do lives tonight and Thursday night, and then next Monday night. Next Monday night will be my last live till January, about the middle of January. So did you find it, Ed?
No. Not yet.
Good evening, Maria. Thank you for joining us. Okay, are we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, tonight we're going to make some shelf sitters. Last year I found these little signs at Hobby Lobby, and they were about $1.20 or something like that. And I thought, and I bought 3 of them with the thought of doing this particular project using the letters J and Y, and then I have a wreath that I'm going to use for my O to do joy. Now, you can do this with these letters. You don't have to have 3 different boards. You can do it on one long board. This is one that we made last year. And it is just one of the inexpensive frames from Walmart. I think it's like $2.57 or maybe up to $3 something now. But comes with the hanger, and I just covered it with scrapbook paper, and I found this little ornament, I believe at Hobby Lobby. So this is what I did last year. So you can put the JOY on one board. Doesn't have to be a thin board. It can be a thick board, or however you want to do it. I had picked these up with the thought of doing each one separate. So I have already covered them with Mod Podge so that it would be dry. And my first thought was I might need to paint it because of these black letters on here, but I'm going to put scrapbook paper over it, and you can't see through it. So, you know, they've got some places on them, and that's no big deal. You could paint the edges if you want to. I think I'm going to leave them black, at least to start with, because I'm going to do my letters in red. And I already took and cut out scrapbook paper, and you want to cut it the perfect size where it just fits right. It's got a little bit of an indentation there, and you want it to fit right down in there. So I went ahead and measured those and cut 3 of those out. But before we do that, I need to go ahead and paint the other letter to give it plenty of time to dry. So we're just going to move those to the side for a few minutes, and we're going to paint our J. And you don't have to paint both sides. I am using, let's see the name of this. It is Anita's, just says True Red. I painted this one. I gave it one coat, and then I sanded the edges. I'm not positive. Since the edges of this are distressed, I thought, well, let's distress the Y too. But I'm afraid when I get it on there that the red in my wreath is going to be too bright. So I'm going to paint this one and then compare. And if I have to, I'll give that one a second coat. But doesn't take much paint to paint these letters. But you can see that the other one, I just left it the color it was, a natural color, because it matched the paper and it matched the little ornament that I wanted to put on it. So, but you do need to paint the edges, because you might see those. If you get a little bit of paint on the back, it's no big deal. But I may decide I don't want the edges distressed. we'll give this a coat and then see. So, what's everybody got planned this week? We're getting closer and closer to Christmas. I'm about ready to take all my Christmas stuff, and I still have tons, y'all. I'm getting ready to take it all and put it back in storage because I only have a couple of more crafts, and I'm done decorating in the house. All I'm going to do, because even now, if it turns cold enough, which they're saying next week, we're supposed to have a cold front come through, so I might get to light the fireplace. And I'll have to move half of what I've got on there, because some of it's made out of paper.
Karen says hi, y'all.
Hi, Karen. Are you bowling? Karen's good about at least turning us on and turning us down while she's bowling. I'm seriously thinking, haven't made a definite decision yet, but I'm seriously thinking about changing the day and just going live one day a week and doing it on Wednesday. And I don't know if I'll keep it evening or maybe we'll decide to do it during the day. I haven't decided yet. But, January, we can do winter things and, get ready for Valentine. All right, I'm not going to put this in water yet because...
She said bowling's over to the middle of the bottom of the J, onto the bottom.
On the bottom?
Bottom. See it? Kind of thin.
I don't think it'll show it that much, but
Karen said the bowling part is over to January.
Oh. Okay. So I just need to decide if I want, and I think I'm going to need to go with the brighter, so we're going to give the Y another coat. I like the distressed, goes with most everything I have, but the red on those balls are just too bright. So and these should be dry by the time we get ready to glue them on. So we're going to give it another coat. Make it a little brighter. Trying hard not to get this red all over the place, because it's a pretty bright color. Okay. And that's all I'm going to paint red, unless I see this one needs another coat. We'll just give it a little bit here, right down the middle. But yeah, you can take these letters and put them on anything. You don't have to use 3 separate frames. I just saw them, and that was just the first thing I thought of, that it would be cool because they're the perfect size. But I didn't get to them last year, so almost didn't get to them this year, did I? Okay, gonna put that over here and kind of let it dry. We may have to use the little dryer on it, but maybe by the time we get our scrapbook paper on, they'll be dry. It doesn't usually take too long with just a coat and a half. Okay, well, I think you probably can guess we have the back door open. A little bit of cool air today. At least the air conditioner did not kick on. Now with these, they do have a hanger on the back. I'm going to set them, but I'm not going to hang them, but I'm going to make sure I put the paper the right way when I get ready to glue the letters on. I really don't know Why? Because they have different letters. I don't know if it was thinking spell out a word or your name or something. I don't know. I thought it was kind of crazy. And I guess it doesn't matter exactly. These are pretty much, there's one that's a little different. I'm probably going to put it in the center. But it took just about, by the time I cut them to size, it pretty much took the whole sheet of scrapbook paper. So I'm going to, the Mod Podge is dry, so I'm going to use my little Cricut iron. And it's going to move a little bit because there's that little hook on the back of it. We're going to make sure we get the edges down. I really do like my little iron. And by far, this is the best way to do even the smaller projects. It just works better. And you could use any kind of scrapbook paper you wanted. Make sure the edges are down. It's a little hard when the thing won't quit moving. Okay, there's one of them. Move that down just a tad. This one's got a little mark right there, but I don't think that matters. They had a lot of them, but that was last year, so I don't know about this year. And there's a lot you could do with them. They're a good size for napkins. You could turn them in either way you wanted, as long as you weren't going to hang it up, you know, on the wall. But they're the perfect size for the cute little sayings for the bathroom and stuff that Magnolia has too. Oh, you're at a company Christmas party, Karen? Or you're going to go? Okay, turn it around. Now we're definitely ready for the cooler weather. It'll make it seem more like Christmas. We really don't have any plans. So after Christmas we are going to go to the bowl game. But that's not till like the 28th. We had our Christmas basically in Mississippi last month. Okay, I guess that's down. That piece looks like it might have been a little large. All right, I've done that one, I've done that one. Let's do this one. And I think that's the only thing I was going to use the iron for, just to get the scrapbook paper on here. Like I said, you could paint the edges red or you could paint them white, depending on what kind of paper you used. Okay. I've definitely come to love the ironing method, though, for scrapbook paper and napkins. It just seems to work so much better. And then if you get a little bubble, you know, once it cools and you have a little bubble, all you have to do is run the iron back over it again and it takes that bubble out. So I think those are on there pretty good. Now see, I got to remember that that's the top of that one. And I think there's the top of that one. But I'm going to do it this way. and put my J and Y here. That one runs a little bit different, the stripes do. So let's make sure that these are dry. So it'll just take a second. Let me turn this on. I want the back dry too because I don't want it leaving any marks on my scrapbook paper in case I have to move it around. You can buy these letters at Hobby Lobby. I think they come 2 in a pack. And I'm going to be giving away a set of the J, the O. I'm going to give you the O in case you don't want to use an ornament, and a Y. So you could make your own out of a piece of scrap wood. If you don't have a round ornament, you know, or small wreath of some sort, you can just use the O. You can also, if you don't want to paint these, you can use scrapbook paper on these. And just use a small file. Or do the burn method to where you burn off the scrapbook paper. I think these are pretty much dry though. Maybe not right in the curve, but that's just me touching it. Okay. All right, let's see. Once we get these on here, then you can decorate them any way you want to. I've got a couple of ideas. I'm not sure which way I'm going to go with it. But I'm going to take off this
Barbara Rosecrans says hello.
Hey Barbara, how are you? Okay, I'm just going to pull off that pitiful looking bow. And cut the... I'm sure I bought this when it was half price, or it was $3.99. I'm sure I got it. Somebody told me they already have their Christmas stuff at Hobby Lobby at 70% off. So I may have to go in there and look for stuff for next year. I certainly don't need anything for this year. Okay. There's one little ball for some reason is all out of whack right there. But I'm going to put a little glue. Let me turn off my iron. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right there because it's not wanting to lay down. And I can see glue on this side. So this is going to be my front. And I'm going to probably put a different bow on it. Okay, so I want to just eyeball it and kind of get it in the middle. I'm going to do it first, and then I'll line up my J and Y. I thought I turned that off. Get my cords unplugged here. Okay, I'm just going to put a good bit of glue around the edges of this. I don't want to be able to see it.
Barbara Rosecrans says she's sick of shoveling snow already.
Oh gosh. How much have you gotten? It would be so nice if we could get just a little bit of snow for Christmas. But no, it was, did it get up to 70 today? Close to 70 here today. All right, that's not quite down far enough, but it's going to be sitting up. It'll do. Now, the way I'm going to line these up is go ahead and put them together, and then I'm going to try to make sure that my J and my Y are kind of at the top
5 inches
here.
would mix rain.
Oh, that just makes it nasty, doesn't it, when it just mixes in with rain. We had, I think, about 3 inches of rain yesterday. Okay, that should be fairly close, because I want the tops the same. Or do I? Or do I? Or do I want these with the O centered? I don't think it matters. And I got a little bit of paint right there. I'm going to touch that up with some green paint. Okay, I think I'm just going to do them like that and kind of center them with the O. So let me put, I'm pretty sure this hot glue, you know, if it was going to be messed with or moved around a lot, you might want to use E6000. And I'm just kind of eyeballing. It doesn't have to be perfect. Very few handmade crafts are perfect. But I do like the brighter red, I think. Okay. And that's probably not perfect, but close enough. As Ed says, it'll do. Okay, now that I've got them on there, there's several things you could do to spruce them up. I just brought a couple of ribbons. If you wanted, I'm going to make a bow, but I'm going to wait and figure out what I'm going to do around the edges first. You could, this is really thin cording. You could go around the edge of each frame with this cording. That would be cute. Or if you wanted to cover up the edge, you could use this sparkly glittery. It's about the width of the frame. You could put it around each frame. Or you could do nothing and just, we're for sure going to put a bow. So
I'm for nothing.
You're always for nothing. You probably would have been okay with just taking the boxes with those letters on them. They didn't stand for anything, but... Okay, I like this ribbon because this is so glittery.
I believe in the KISS theory. Keep it simple, smarty.
Yeah, that's not what I've heard in the past. Okay. Or since I've got a lot of my Christmas stuff done in the black and white check, and this does have black, I could use this ribbon and make a bow. And you could put greenery, you could do, you know, whatever you wanted to. That's when, you know, I can give you the idea, and then that's when you have to use your creativity and, you know, do something that matches your home decor. Boy, I left way too much extra on that bow. You know, it amazes me. I can do big bows. I have a hard time with little bows. I actually bought some. They're a little bit smaller than this one. I don't know where they are. All right. I actually think I like the black and white because I have black and white check all in my designs. So let's do this. And I may not do anything to the other two. And I may cut this shorter, which I probably will. Or like kind of glue it. I'm going to do the black and white. I like the glittery, but I don't want glitter everywhere. So,
Miss Barbara, how much shoveling have you got to do in feet?
more than she wants to, I'll bet you.
I've never been a big fan of snow shoveling. I've never done a whole lot of it.
No.
It melts so fast everywhere we've ever. I guess Tennessee and Indiana about the most snow we ever
And it
had.
didn't snow a whole lot when we were in Tennessee. I mean, a little bit, but, you know, I didn't get out in it, so I didn't have to worry about it. Kids were out of school, and we didn't have to get out in it. And you never had to, like, shovel the driveway or anything, did you?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I saw some of those cars covered. It's like, I wouldn't like to have to shovel my sidewalk and stuff. Okay, I may glue those down a little bit, but I kind of like them long. Can you see that? And I don't know if you can see, but all right, are they going? It's going to be this way, right? Okay. On my J right here, the back of it was not.
She said her do her driveway and then her neighbor's driveway because she just got out of the hospital.
Oh, yeah. Do you actually have like a snow blower thing that you push, or do you shovel? I did manage to put them all with the top up here facing, but I'm going to have to get a little bit of green and put right there. Now, since I did the black check, I mean, I still could do something else if I wanted to. You know, I could put ribbon around these. Or run ribbon across all three, like this. I mean, I'm not going to, I could glue them together, actually. But I don't think I will. But I kind of like the ribbon across the bottom. That kind of ties in the bow. I don't think I would want to totally wrap the thing. I could glue them together and do. Ed's shaking his head. No.
She said she tried the snowblower, but it was too wet to blow.
Oh, just slush.
Yeah.
So you don't like gluing them together
Mm-mm.
and doing the black down both sides?
No.
Do you like the black on it at all?
No.
You'll wonder why my decorating is very minimal. Is that the word I want to use? Almost non-existent sometimes. Okay, I just can't decide. You know, so y'all know what I'm going to do. I'm known for it. Oh, this won't hang up. I'll put these on the fireplace and then I'll decide. Go in there and get me the tree I made last year with these same colored balls. They're bells, actually. I think I'm going to place this somewhere close to that. because most of the things I made last year were kind of cream color, white color, or black and white. I didn't do too many real colorful, normal Christmas color things. Now, Ed does like the normal Christmas colors. We would have colored lights outside. Did you find it? Yeah. See, I've got this tree that I made last year. This just doesn't have the gold. But this is probably about the only thing with color I've got on the fireplace, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And it's on the backside of my Amazing Grace sign. So this was packed up all year.
Barbara,
and I mean,
Barbara agrees with me, no gluing them together.
No, I don't think I will, because I'm going to put it somewhere close to this. But I don't want to add any gold to it either. So I really think it's simple, it's done, and that's the way I'm going to leave it. Now I have this still in there this year. I don't have these, I don't have it hung, so they're just down behind. It's just standing up in my fireplace. But it's still the neutral colors, and the bow got a little smashed last year. But now I was surprised because this was in the shed in a box, and I just used hot glue on those bells last year, and none of them are coming loose as hot as it got out there. So that's good. But I think that's probably what I'll do, and I'll just set them up individually. I might even stack them a little or something. But that's how quick and easy. Like I said, you don't need 3 individual ones. You can put the letters all on one board. You can use bright, colorful wrapping paper even, find my pen, for the letters, or you could Mod Podge on them. You could do a napkin. You could just paint them, whatever you wanted to do. But that's what I'm going to give away tonight. I'm going to give you the J, the O, and the Y. So I will put those in an envelope, and I will send them out to the first person that I see that says, I'm still here. One of these days we're going to change it to like third person that says I'm still here. And I probably do need to take these price tags off the back. These things were normally $8 now. Would I pay $8 for a little board? No. Okay, Karen Boyd Hunter. She said, I'm still here. At a Christmas party. But I am going to take these red stickers off here. Okay, Karen, I'm going to be sending you. I've already sent out your, what was it she got? What did we mail her? Oh, the stencils, I believe, went to Karen. But I'll put these in a card and get them out tomorrow or the next day. So, well, evidently they've had some of these for a long time. This one's marked $5.99. These two are marked $7.99.
Karen said this is more interesting than a party.
Well, Karen, we're done. Go have fun at your party. Ed's not much, believe it or not, Ed's not much of a party person either. He doesn't like to go to parties. So, but the older we get, I told him the other day, it's horrible when you just don't even want to get dressed and go to the grocery store. We've just become, of course, you know, COVID's now rearing its ugly head again, along with the flu and everything. So we really are not getting out much again. But anyway, okay, so that's it for tonight, and Karen is getting the joy words. I will be back Thursday night.
Robert said Ed and I would get along just fine.
Yep, simple, simple, simple.
I've always been a little bit of a party poop.
Yeah, and I guess that worked out great when we were dating and stuff. We're from a little bitty town that we did have a theater when we first started dating, didn't we? But there was one place to go to get a hamburger, and that's where all the kids went. And that was about it. And there was nothing. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go, and Thursday I'll be back at 6. Hope that was glued on good. And I've got like 3 different ways I'm going to show you how to make a gingerbread man. So that's what we're going to do Thursday. We're going to work on some gingerbread men. And I've been working on a couple of them, trying several different techniques that I saw on Pinterest, and they're really cute, I think. I guess I'm going to have to unplug this to get it to turn off. Nope, just got to hold it. Okay, so, boy, not 33 minutes tonight, not long at all. So y'all have a great evening, have a great week, and I will see you Thursday. And congratulations, Karen, on getting your joy letters. You'll have to post a picture of what you make with them. So we will see y'all Thursday at 6 o'clock. Bye-bye.